So we will continue with the quantitative aptitude part. Okay. So here in the question number 40, this is set A question paper. Again, I am reminding you. So if n square is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here you have the reverse order of this number also, right? So we have a logic that 11 into 11 will give you 121. So 11 cube will give you 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 11 power 4 will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have done in the classes also, right? So here, if n square is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then again you get the reverse order, right? So 11 power 9 will give you this answer. So option is B for Bombay, right? So this is a set of number which will give 11 square will give 121, 11 cube will give 123, again in reverse order 1, 2, 3, 11 power 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, again 1, 3 up to 4, right? So 11 power 9 will give you a number up to 9 and also in reverse order, right? Next question. A tram overtakes two persons, X and Y, walking at an average speed of 3 km per hour and 4 km per hour. So here, and they are moving in the same direction, right? And completely passes them in 8 seconds and 9 seconds, right? So here, length of the tram should be fine. You have to find the length of the tram, right? So length of the tram is nothing but distance, right? Distance traveled, right? Now here it is nothing but speed into time, right? Here two persons are moving in the same direction, right? So relative speed is what? When two persons move in the same direction, relative speed will give the difference between the two persons' speed, right? So here you can write this equation as the time taken here is 8 seconds, right? 8 into a minus 3. Right? And here for the second person also, because the length is equal, right? For the second person also, 9 into a minus 4, right? From this you have to find a value and substitute a value in any one of these equation, you'll get 20 meters. Clear? This time taken into the speed, relative speed, okay? The difference between the two speeds, right? So equating, you'll get 20 meter as answer. Next, question number 38. For these type of questions, you can go from the options, right? You can substitute the signs and you can go from the options, right? If I substitute 60 minus 15 into 3 plus 20 and divided by 4, you will get your answer as 20. So our option is QRPS. You have to substitute the symbols here. For P, I have to substitute plus. For Q, I have to substitute minus. For R, I have to substitute multiplication. And yes, I have to substitute division. So between these two numbers, if I substitute here SPRQ, I will not get the answer as 20. Go from the options, right? So 60 minus 15, Q is for subtraction, R is for multiplication, and P is for addition, and S is for division, right? So 20 divided by 4, I'll get 5. Then again 15 into 3, 45. 50, 60 minus 40, right? 20. Clear? So P and Q walk around. Question number 37. P and Q walk around a circular track. They start at 5 a.m. from the same point. So from the same points, they are starting here rounds in same direction. P and Q. Right. So they start at 5 a.m. from the same point in opposite directions. P walks at an average speed of 5 rounds per hour and Q walks at an average speed of 3 rounds per hour. Now, how many times will they cross each other between 5:20 a.m. and 7 a.m. Right? Totally, they are starting at the same place and they are moving in the same direction. So, at an average of 8 rounds, because P is going for 5 rounds and Q is going for 3 rounds. See here, this both 8 rounds are taking place in 1 hour. Okay, so 5 rounds per hour and Q walks at an average speed of 3 rounds per hour and everything starts at 5 a.m. Right? So 8 rounds per hour. Right? So that you can divide it. I can get a common number from which 8 rounds by 1 hour, right? So 8 rounds per hour. So 8 by, so I am dividing 1 hour by 8 rounds, right? 60 minutes by 8. So I'll be getting 7.5 minutes. Actually 7.5 minutes, right? So every 7.5 minutes, they'll be going, they cross each other, right? So for example, if they are starting at 5 a.m., they are asking between 5:20 and 7 a.m., right? So they will be going for 5. They are starting at 5. So 5 hours, 7.5 minutes. Then again they will be going at 5:15. Then again 5:22 and half, right? So 5:37, like that you'll be getting for every 7.5 minutes, right? So you have to ignore this 5 and 5:15 between 5:20 a.m. and 7 a.m., right? So how many rounds? You can choose with the times also. So actually you'll be getting around 13 parts, I think so. So 5:22.5, 5:22. So if you want the timings, you can write 5:22, 5:30, 5:37 something, and also I'll be getting at 45. Then in between 45, 5:52.5, and again I'll be getting after 6. This is after 6, right? So 6 o'clock, then 6, 7, 1 by 2, then 6:15, 6:22.5, and 6:30, and then 6:37.5, and again I'll be getting 45 and 6:45 and 6:52.5. Clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, again 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right? So your answer is 13 times they cross over each other, right? So approximately you can calculate the times and you can give your answers, right? It is 13 times. You have to exclude 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. also. So it is 13 times. Next. We have discussed this already in reasoning part. Next, this one. So here, what is the maximum value of n such that 7 into 343, 385,2401 is given, right? So it is divisible by 35 power n, right? So enna maximum value of n should be fine. At the same time, it should this number should be divisible by 35 power n, right? So split this number. So 7 into 343 is again 7 cube and 385. So 385, again I am getting 1000. This is again 10 power 3. 111, again I can having 7 5 times I can get 7 into 7 into 7 into 7, and I can divide it by 35 power n. So how many n values of factors we have, right? So you can split this number into 7. Again I can get 7 cube, and again 5 into 7 into 11, and then 5 times 5 cross 2, 5 cross 2, 5 cross 2. Then this number can be split into 1, 1, 1, 1 again. 7 cross 7 cross 7 cross 7, right? So obviously, what is the minimum power of n here? What is the minimum power of n here? So how many 5s I have? Because for 35, I am taking it as 7 power n into 5 power n. Minimum power, right? So how many 5s I have here? 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So that much 7 also gets cancelled. So my answer is n value will be 4. Split the number and cancel it. Clear? Now, PQR be a 3-digit number and PPT be a 3-digit number and PS be a 2-digit number. But see here, PQRST are distinct non-zero digits, right? It should be a distinct non-zero digits. Further, PQR, see here, PQR minus PS will give you PPT. And the value given here is Q is equal to 3 and T should be less than 6. These are the conditions we have, right? So see here, if I substitute 3 here, P3R PS, I should get P the same value PPT here. So T should be less than 6, right? So if I substitute P as 1 here, you will get the answer because I should have the same P here. So, and also it should divide this number. It should be less than 3. Clear? Because I will not get a 2-digit number here, right? So I have to subtract the number. So adhe madri you should not get negative number also, right? So if I substitute P here, I will be getting 1, 3, R, 1, S, 1, 1, T. So with this, you can substitute different values of RS and T, right? You can substitute and check. For example, what is the number of possible values of R and S, right? So what are the possible values you can get? You can get 4 and 9 also, right? So 14 minus 9, again it becomes what? 2, 2 minus 1, 1, right? 14 minus 9. What are the possible values you can get? You can check with the help of the numbers. So you can have 4, 9. So the set of numbers are 4, 9, or you can have it as 2, 8, 2, 7. 4, 9, 2, 8 and 2, 7. So these numbers will give you the same answers, right? Any other numbers? So check with 2 and 7 here, 12. So I'll be getting 5 here. If I go more than this, I'll be getting t value greater than 6. Clear? So your answer is 3 sets of numbers are there, right? So 4, 9, 2, 8, 2, 7 la substitute panningna, you will get t value less than 6, right? Suppose if you substitute 3 and 6, na 13, 6. It gives you the value more than 6 here, right? Substitute these values here, 4, 9, 2, 8, 2, 7. So if substitute panningna, you will get a value less than 6 t value, right? So 3 sets of numbers are there which will give you the value less than 6. Now, so we have seen this 1001, the most familiar number of UPSC. Again and again I am repeating in the class to see these numbers. What are the factors of 1001? Any guesses? Any guesses? This is the most familiar number of UPSC. Again and again they are giving the questions in different patterns. So there are n sets of number, each having only 3 positive integers with LCM equal to 1001 and HCF equal to 1. And what is the value of n here? What is the value of n here? So what are the factors here? 7, 11, 13. Again and again you will be getting these factors. 7, 11, 13, 37, right? So 7, 11, 13, 37, right? So there are n sets of numbers, each having only 3 positive integers. You have to find the set of numbers, right? So n set, each set should have 3 positive integers. So I should have a set, one set should have 3 positive integers such that LCM should be equal to 1001 and HCF should be equal to 1. The HCF is 1 because all are prime numbers. So that is easily possible. So I should get the product as the multiples of some numbers, some factors, right? So what are the factors I get? 7, 11, 13, 37, 91. So we have 8 sets of factors here, right? 7, 11, 13, 77, 91, 143 will give you 1001. So this combination of 1001 numbers should be given, right? So we have more than 8 set of numbers, right? I will give you the set of numbers, more than 8 set of numbers here. If you want, you can note down. 7, 11, 13, 7, 11, 91, 7, 11, 143, 7, 11, 1001, 7, 77, 13, 7, 91, 13, 7, 13, 7,001, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again I am getting the factors, right? So how many set of numbers I get? So more than 8 set, 77, 11, 13 and then 91, 11, 13. So these are the set of numbers, more than 8 set of numbers which will give you LCM 1001 and HCF equal to 1. So it will take some time, but if you understand the question, you can attempt, right? But it is time consuming little bit. Now, let both P and K. So see here, out of So you got more than 14 questions in number system, right? So in this 12 to 14 questions approximately, in this 6 to 8 questions are from prime numbers. So this time UPSC targeted the students with prime numbers, right? Every question have the term prime numbers, right? So let both P and K be a prime numbers such that P square plus K is also a prime number less than 30. What is the number of possible values of K? Right? You have to substitute K value. What are the possible values of K? Right? So what are the prime numbers we have? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. Less than 30, right? So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. Now you have to substitute P value, that is, let both P and K be a prime number such that P square plus K should also give a prime number less than 30. What is the number of possible values of K? If I substitute P as 2, right, you will be getting 4 plus some K value, right? So 4 plus some K value less than 30, right? If I substitute 9 plus K, or else if I substitute 5 square, that is 25 plus K. Is this possible? It becomes above 30, right? So only 2 values I have. Any other possible values of K I can substitute here. So such that you should have a possible values. What are the possible values I get? Final values. What are the possible values you get? That is, the K value can be any value. That is, what are the values I get? So I am having P and K prime numbers. P square plus K should also be a prime. So if I substitute any number here, I should get a prime number. If I substitute 3 here, I will be getting 7. If I substitute 7, I will be getting 11. So if I substitute 3, 7, 11, then 19, if I substitute 19, or if I substitute 17, I will get 21. It is not possible. 13. So 13 plus 4 again 17. Right? Again, if I substitute 17 here, I'll get 21. But if I substitute 19 here, 23. Right? So possibly I can have 4 possible values. For the same thing for 9 plus K. If I substitute 2 here, I will be getting 10, 11. That is also a prime number, right? Then, if I substitute 5 here, I will be getting 14. 7, 16. Again 11, 20. So, only one value. What about this? 25 plus K, I will be getting 27. That is not a prime number. If I substitute 5, it will be more than 30. So, your answer is only 5 values. 7, 11, 13, 23 and 11. So, possibly 5 values will be given. Next, see this question. If x is between 4 and 8 and y is between 2 and 7. They have given the numbers as x is between 4 and 8 and y is between 2 and 7. What is the ratio of maximum value of x and y? So see here 4, x and 8, and here it is 2, y and 7. Right. Now maximum value of x plus y. What is the maximum value of x plus y? Maximum value of x is 8. Right? And because you have the symbol greater than or equal to, so you can take 8. Right? So maximum value of x is 8. and maximum value of y is 7. So the ratio of maximum value of x plus y to the minimum value of x minus y. If I take minimum value, if I take 4, 4 and 2, I'll be getting 4 minus 2, I'll be getting 2. So check whether I am getting minimum value less than 2. Any other values? If I substitute x as 4, if I substitute y as 7, what is the answer I am getting? Minus 3. That is less than 2. So 4 minus 7. Right? So my answer is what? So that is 15 minus 3. Sorry, 15 by 3. That is a value, right? So none of the above, right? Maximum value of x plus y to minimum value of x minus y. Next. So answer is none of the above. Next, very simple question. Consider the first 100 natural numbers. How many of them are not divisible by any one of these numbers, right? So how many natural numbers, how many first 100 natural numbers, how many of them are not divisible by any one of this? So from this you can go to, again you can go to the concept of prime numbers, right? Prime numbers are divisible by the same number and 1 itself, right? So here also they have asked the question not divisible, right? How many prime numbers we have? 25. So in this, it should be not divisible by 2, 3, 5 and 7. 9 is not a prime number, so leave this. So I have to subtract these 4 numbers also. So I have 21, but first 100 natural numbers now I should include what? Number 1 also. 1 is also not divisible by 2, not divisible by 3, not divisible by 5, 7 and 9. So totally how many numbers I have? 22 natural numbers which are not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Clear? So some of you would have left this one because they have asked you first 100 natural numbers. So in UPSC CSAT paper, the clues are in the question itself. You have to see it carefully. Next, what is the unit digit of in the multiplication of 13579 till 999, right? So you have to think it logically. If I have a number multiplied by 5 multiplied by any even number, I will be getting the end value as 0, any even number. But see here, this series fully consists of only odd numbers, and also I am having 5 here, right? So for example, if I have 1 cross, 3 cross, 5 cross, 7 cross, 9, again I will be getting only unit digit I am talking, right? Again for 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, I will be getting only same 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 only, you will be repeating till 999. So unit digit will be what? 5. 5 multiplied by any odd number will give you 5 as a unit digit. If I have any even numbers here, I will be going to 0, right? So a very easy question actually. The unit digit is 5. Now, a 4-digit number n is such that when divided by 3, 5, 6 and 9, leaves remainder 1, 3, 4, 7, right? So see here, I am having a 4-digit number n such that when divided by 3, it is giving me a remainder 1. When I divide this number by 5, this is giving me a remainder 3. When I divide this number n by 6, this is giving me a remainder 4. And when I divide this n by 9, I am getting a remainder as 7. So I have already told you in the class, see the common difference between these numbers. They are same, right? So take the LCM, it is nothing but 3569. LCM is some 90k, some 90 value, 90, right? So when I multiply with 90k, what is the nearest number I will be getting? I will be getting 1080 as a nearest 4-digit number, but you have to subtract the common difference minus 2 here. So your answer is 1078. Find the LCM, will be getting 90. So which is linked to 4-digit number, right? So the multiple of 9 will be getting 108. So 1080. So you have to subtract minus 2. So 1078. Clear? Next, a petrol price of a, so if you find the LCM, it will be easy. Next, a petrol price shot up by 10% as a result of the hike in crude oil. So the hike is rupees 90 per liter. A person travels 2200 kilometer every month and his car gives him a mileage of 16 kilometer per liter. So he is traveling 2200 kilometer and per kilometer he is getting 16 kilometer per liter mileage, right? And the cost of this is what? And the cost of this is the price of the petrol before the hike is what? 90 rupees, right? Now, by how many kilometers should he reduce his travel if he wants to maintain his expenditure at the previous level without changing the price? We have to reduce the kilometers, right? So what can be done? But the petrol price shot up by 10%. So first calculate the 10% value. So how many kilometers he have to reduce? I don't know. But this is mileage is the same, 16 kilometer per liter. So 10% hike, 90 rupees. If you are increasing 10%, the hike will be how much? 99 rupees. A petrol price shot up by 10% as a result of hike in crude oil price. So rupees 90 per liter is the actual cost. If I increase 10%, it becomes 99. So solve for x, you will be getting 200 kilometers, right? Solve for x, will be getting 200 kilometers. So the next question, the solid cube is painted yellow in all faces and the cube is then cut into 60 smaller cubes but equal pieces by making them minimum number of cuts, right? Now, which of the following statement is correct? Now, what they are making is the minimum number of cut is 9 and the number of smaller pieces which are not painted on any of the faces is 6, right? So, for now, first, what are the factors of 60 you will be getting? So, 3 cross, 4 cross, 5. Right? So, these are the factors of 60. So, what they are doing is, they are constructing a cube right? So, 1/2 3 cuts, right? So, this side I am making it as 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And again, one more side I am making it into 5 cuts, right? So first thing is, what is the minimum number of, find the minimum number of cuts is 9. So what is the minimum cut I can make? If I have 3 cuts, I will be having 2 blocks, right? That is, see here, if I am giving 3 cuts, right? If I am giving 3 cuts, how many lines if I am cutting it into 3 parts, I am giving 2 cuts, right? So 2 plus 3 plus 4. You have to reduce one number, because if I am cutting it uh, with 3 spaces abdina, I am giving only 2 cuts, so that it is divided into 3, right? Similarly, if I am giving 4, I am getting 4 spaces, but cut is 3 cuts. So 2 plus 3 plus 4, 9. Minimum number of cuts is 9. Then the number of smaller pieces which are not painted on any of the faces is 6. So see here, this is 60 smaller, right? So you will be having 3, right? So I have to reduce the smaller cut. This is a small cube where if I remove 2 sides, I will be getting the inner face where it is unpainted, right? So 3 minus 2, 4 minus 2, 5 minus 2. I should remove these 2 sides, right? So I will be getting 1 plus 2 plus 3. This is also what? 6, right? So your answer is both 1 and 2. Both the statements are correct. Next, the price of a commodity is first increased by K percentage and then decreased by, see here, it is first increased by K, then decreased by K, again increased by K and again decreased by K. If the new price is Q, then what is the relationship between P and Q? So what can be done? First I am having the initial phase as P, right? First what they are doing, it is first P is increased by what? I am taking P outside, right? So P is first increased by K percentage. Again it is decreased by K percentage. Again increased by K. Then again it is decreased by K. So I am getting the new price as Q, right? So if you do this, I am having 100, 100, 100 and 100, I am getting 4 hundreds, right? So if I take 4 hundreds, I will be getting 2, 4, 6 and 8, right? I am having denominator, if I take LCM also, this is 100 plus K, 100 minus K, 100 plus K and 100 minus K, but denominator I will be having 4 hundreds. 4 hundreds now I will be having 10 power 8. If I am moving this hundreds to RHS side, I will be getting 10 power 8, because 100 power 4, 100, 100, 100, if I am going for RHS, I will be getting 10 power 8, right? So Q into 10 power 8 RHS side. What about this side? So see here, I will be getting P into 100 plus 100 plus K and again 100 minus K, then again 100 plus K and then again 100 minus K, which is equal to Q into 10 power 8, right? So this is what? A plus B into A minus B. So this is what? A square minus B square. Again this is A plus B into A minus B. So this is also again A square minus B square, right? So it is what? 10 power 4 minus k square, right? A square minus b square power square. Clear? So your answer is p into 10 power 4 minus k square the whole square into equal to q into 10 power 8. Clear? So the next question. Team X scored a total of n runs in 20 overs, right? So X scored n runs in 20 overs. Suppose team Y tied the score in 10% less overs. 20 la 10% less na, it is what? 18 overs la it made a tie, right? Now had the team Y's average run rate been 50% higher, the scores would have been tied in 12 overs, right? Now, how many runs were scored by the team X? If I am taking 72, if I am going with the options because I don't have any other data, right? If they are scoring 72 runs, right? So, average is how much for 72? 12 overs, right? Right? So if I am going for this option, it is related. So if I am taking 144, this is also a multiple of 6. If it is 50% higher, yes. So 216 anything in all, I don't have any other data to solve this, right? So each option is applicable here, right? So your answer is cannot be determined, right? Next, how many possible values of p plus q plus r are there satisfying 1 by p, 1 by q, 1 by r? Yes, the question is easy, but you have to see this point not necessarily distinct, right? So if I use 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Here only you will be getting LCM as cross 2 cross 2. So 2 plus 1 plus 1, 4 by 4, my answer is what? 1. So I have a part P, Q, R can be 4, 4, 2. One possibility is there. Any other possibilities? If I take 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, again it is 3 by 3, 1. Right. Any other possibilities we have? Plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So, we will be multiplying 2 here, we are multiplying 3 here, 3 plus 2 plus 6, again 1. So, I will be having 3 possible values of numbers. 1 by P, 1 by Q, 1 by R, right? So, 442, 333 and 236. These are the possibilities of numbers. Next. 3 prime numbers P, Q, R each less than 20 are such that P minus Q is equal to Q minus R. How many distinct possible values can we get for P plus Q plus R? See here, I should get distinct values of P, Q and R. How many distinct possible values of can we get from P plus Q plus R? I should take prime numbers less than 20. What are the prime numbers less than 20? 2, 3, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 29, 23, 29. I should get what I should use only these numbers. Sorry. It is less than 20. Okay, I thought it is less than 30, sorry. So, less than 20, I am having 2, 3, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. So, how many distinct possible values are possible from P plus Q plus R. So you can calculate what is 3 plus 7 plus 11. And at the same time, it should satisfy this, right? It should satisfy P minus Q is equal to Q minus R. It should satisfy the value. So what are the possible values I get here? So if I take Q as 5, P and R can be 3 or 7. Okay, you can take any value. Q as 5. Then one more value, Q as 7 and Q as 11 and Q as 13. Will be having, what are the possible values you get? 21, 33, 39 and 15. So answer is 4. I'll be getting 4 distinct values. Clear, right? See here, I have to substitute here Q as 5. So P can be 3 or 7. So Q is again 5 minus 7. I'll be getting minus 2 equal to minus 2. Right? So now I have to substitute here 3 plus 5 plus 7. I am getting 15. Sorry, 7 plus 3, 10. 10 plus 7, 21. Right? So if similarly, I will be using 3, 5 and 7. One value. Right? Again for 33. 7, 3, 11 and 17. Right? So 4 possible values are, distinct possible values are applicable. Right? Next. So the last question here. A natural number n such that n is such that it can be expressed as n is equal to P plus Q plus R, where P, Q, R are distinct factors of n. How many numbers below 50 have this property? So similar sum has been given in the same question paper itself. Distinct one digit number which is having 4 factors. We have seen that question, right? So same concept. What are the numbers less than 50 is having distinct factors of n, right? Take 4, 6. 6 is having, what are the factors? 1, 6, 2, 3. What about 12? 1, 12, again I am having 6, 2, 3. 4. Distinct factors, right? Similarly, for 18, I am having factors 1, 18, 6 cross 3, then again 9, 2, right? So, up to 50, which of the following numbers have this property, right? That is, a natural number n is such that it can be expressed as P plus Q plus R, where P, Q, R are distinct factors of n. I can able to give this number P, Q, R, right? For example, I can have this as 6 plus 2 plus 3 will give you what? 12. P plus Q plus R will give you the number, right? Similarly, how many numbers are there which is having distinct factors? So, the multiples of 6 is having that property, right? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 and 48. less than 50 is having the property. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers are having the property of n factors. Clear? So with this we are finishing quantitative aptitude part. Thank you.